What's up, Doc?
Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world, and we're back. All my appointments, for the moment,
Spokojnie, wszystko będzie w
have
porządku.
been completed until some more pop up. Actually, one has on Friday, but it's a good time so I can still stream on Friday. But anyway, we're back. And as Nightmare, I think you mentioned, yeah, nothing easy from here on in. So we'll see if we get to the city on a hill today. You know, we are still searching down in Antarctica, so there's always a chance for a fun little ambush to pop up for us. So we shall see. Yeah, Indiana Zogs. I cracked my whip. Good to see you here, Blathergoat. I hope you got lots of popcorn. And I hope your cold slurp will help numb your brain to some of my decisions. So we shall see. We shall see. So I don't know what I'd rather have. Well, City on a Hill. I watched just to refresh my memory on what the mission was all about. I found a 6-year-old version of the mission, and I found a 4-year-old version of the mission just searching. I couldn't even go through my own archives and find the mission. No, I just searched YouTube and found some old versions. One was like mega, the 6-year-old was like mega easy. It's like, my God, that weapon shot like 10 rapid fire repeating shots. And that was a sniper rifle. What the heck am I watching here? It was no wonder it was a cakewalk for that guy. And so I watched the more recent one, and it looked like it was a little bit more of a challenge. Now, I don't know if the current Terror from the Void version, these other versions had a vehicle within the mission, so we'll see if that's still a thing or not if we get to it today. But at least I have an idea. It is definitely not the mission I was thinking it was going to be. Definitely not. I had a whole different mission in mind for what I thought it was going to be. You know what I would think? I think it was a Synedrian mission I had in my head. Is there a Synedrian mission where New Jericho like attacks them somehow? I think I had that mission mixed up. Some blend of that mission mixed up in my head. I don't know. Memory is a funny thing. when you haven't played in a while. And Floki, as we all could tell, just entered the room. Nightmare, good for you. Yeah, we're attacking New Jericho for them. Yeah, that I always liked that mission too. But for a long time, that's what I was thinking this one was gonna be. But then when I saw some of the old ones, I was like, oh, I was a little bit off. I was a little bit off. Hey, Werner, glad you could make it in. Glad you could make it in. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. So now we just got to see if we can have the team to do it, because it's not like, you know, probably the last time I played that mission, I was able to take
What's up, Doc?
a few more than 6 soldiers or whatever we're able to fit into our vehicle these days, 6 or 7. So, Dave Ingraham, how you doing? I notice it doesn't say Dave the Fly on the wall. And Stormaris, good to see you. Yeah, I'm gonna need all the support I can get for this mission. Well, unless we get ambushed. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what we're in store for today. You never know on these things because we aren't set up for a mission. I'm still waiting for an airship to return from our last mission, so I can put together a single team that I think will be good for the city on a hill. So my plan, yeah, if you only buzz for XCOM, huh? But anyway, I would like to do City on a Hill today, but if we get ambushed, you never know. Yeah, due to lack of knowledge. And top of the hour. What do you know? So I guess that's our clue to get on over and get this thing started. There we go. It worked. How about that? No more saxophone in my ear. Yeah, don't know much about it, huh? Well, we're gonna find out. But what we are gonna start off with is we'll start exploring here. I held off at the end of last mission just in case it was an ambush. So we're about to find out if our first exploration down here in Antarctica is gonna be. Well, how nice if we do run into an ambush. Synedrian is helping a little by keeping the mist at bay. Maybe that'll help. We at least know there's a Synedrian haven down in here. Probably right about there in the center of this circle. Anyway, let's go see. We have the other two ships. Yeah, this one's just waiting there. We're actually all ready to go. But my plan was to wait for the other ship coming back from activities down under. And then just make sure I have a good team to go. And head right on over here. It's not far away to the city upon a hill and go from there. Oh yeah. You don't know much about Long. You're not as into or knowledgeable about Long War of the Chosen. Well, that's why we're playing for you. We want you to learn. Anyway, so let's just keep everything going and see if a ambush pops up on us. We'll find out. There's always a nest up there, but I'm kind of the point where do I have to do as many? I don't have to worry about those as I just got to push to the end. So we did not get ambushed. This valley was location of a major battle of the Third World War. Oh no. The ground is poisoned and thousands of skeletons, now overgrown by mutated moss, litter the countryside. There is absolutely nothing of value here. Why don't you know the one I like the best is the one that does not tell a story, and it just says nothing of value found. Don't waste my time with a story if you're not gonna give me something. Yeah, it's a trap or just a Carlos trap. I don't know. Yeah, verbose nothing found. I just give me nothing found. Don't waste my time. Okay, well, let's just keep going. It's gonna take a while for that one Thunderbird to get back to the base, and then I can't remember. We may have one person to heal up. I don't remember. And then if not, well, we'll switch around. Just have a solid team. We can only fit one team in there. I think we can only fit one team in there. So. Well, let's explore.
The disciples of Anu Haven is under attack.
Okay, well, I guess we can find out where and what that is. Although, right now, Pandoran attacks are increased by 50% and they pay less rewards. So Haven defenses are not the big moneymaker they used to be. They're almost the break-even things right now with the reduction that we got. Sylvius, good to see you in here. Hope we can do you proud here and hang in there and stay alive and keep this thing going.
Research complete.
Advanced viral weapon. We're building stuff or researching stuff just because we have nothing else to research. In fact, the Chimera grenade. There's nothing else excuse me, for us to research. You know what I think we could do? We got enough funds. I've been bitching about being short that one turret ever since we didn't replace it or couldn't afford to replace it. Let's just build one. And then why not, I know we're short of fury. Oh, there's something else. I was noticing. Look at this. We got to be careful what we build and what we do, because we don't have much place to keep stuff right now. And you know why I think that is because we let that one base that was being attacked, that supposedly wasn't important. I wonder if that had a storage facility in it. So, you know what I think I'm going to do? I don't think are they that expensive? Where are they? Storage. Who got the storage? 200? Yeah, let's do this. Because I don't want to all of a sudden be switching stuff and it disappears because I don't have enough storage. Or not be able to pick stuff up that dropped. All that kind of stuff. Now's not the time to be having that kind of crap happen. Now, what I can do, we'll finish that in just a second. But this team is just waiting here. They're all okay. Do I have oh, and there's the Anu Haven. So I already decided I'm not going to do it. Although Anu will survive this attack. Looks like from the pure. Can I trade somewhere? Well, not with you. Do you have? Yeah, maybe. What are we allowed to trade here? Does it not allow me to trade? Well, we got to move there first. Let's see. It only lets me trade for that. So I want to come here to exchange tech. Yeah, so this is where I want to go for trade. So I need to build up my supplies real quick. We got plenty of tech to trade, so let's do that. And 330 materials is what we could get. The door just opened. I wondered if a cat got left in. Sorry for being distracted, but no cat unless it's hiding. unless it's in stealth mode. So let's get down here and scrape and scrap. And we still got a ways to go for the other. Oh, no. We don't have a ways to go. It's almost here. Well, we'll still do it. We'll still do it. All right. The Manticore 1 has detected an abandoned structure. On landing, our operatives have been able to identify it. Someone has constructed a huge metal spire, welding together hundreds of pieces of abandoned junk into this strange object that, at 20 to 30 meters in height, towers over the landscape around it. No, we're gonna ransack it for materials. Yeah, I think it probably pisses off Anu, but Anu is beyond salvaging for us. Hey, Glazer, back from work just in time to get a high vibe. Oh no, what is this? Second day in a row. Well, that's only half. Hate to be so doubtful, but we've had our fair share of 90-90s and 80-80s from you. Yeah, I'm happy if you stop. But we know you're going to go over to the purple side and do it again and push your luck. Yeah, we know you. Well, we're going to ransack here. Really? Oh, there's so much for trading. Well, I'll still trade because I feel like I have enough tech-ish. And then I'll still load up on materials because that's really what we spend the most of. Yeah, Disciples of Anu hate us even more, so they'll be 30, it'll be 30-30. Yeah, he has to announce his entrance so he can let us all see his high roll. See? Yeah, see? Yeah, oopsie. He always adds a little small print oopsie. He never does capital oopsie. Yeah, somehow behind Synedrian even. Go figure. But I'll take that. We lost a little stamina tearing it down. We'll just keep searching. And we returned here. Yeah, we have a little recovery to do there, but nothing major. And then when we finish our trade here, we'll come back and head out to City for the Hill. Or City for the Hill. No, it's City upon the Hill. Come on. City upon the Hill. Here we go. Trade. Tech for materials. Exactly what we wanted. We only had to spend 54 tech, so we still got 500 tech. Pretty amazing. We're okay on everything else. Let's go back to base. And we need to search here. I'll let this finish. And then everybody should be there. It should be enough time for the one person that was injured to be healed and yada, yada, yada. And we'll be ready to move. Or pick out the team and then move. Oh, we got a Synedrian Haven, but it has an event. So let's go find out. At the Synedrian Haven of Shelley, a citizen desperately wants out. He is offering to pay our operatives for taking him along. Well, look, I just can't stand it anymore, he says. I joined Synedrian because they seemed like they really wanted to build a better world. But do you know what they do all day? I have a hunch. Argue about every damn thing over and over and over. They're incapable of getting anything done at all. I'd rather join New Jericho and play soldier, or even be one of the disciples of Anu and grow an arm out of my spleen or something. Anything's better than this endless bloody whining. Actually, I love this one. That's Synedrian in a nutshell. Synedrian in a nutshell. Not that any of these relations matter so much now, but since we're sided with New Jericho, we'll piss off Synedrian, and I don't know if Anu will be upset that we don't send him there, but we're gonna help him join New Jericho. So we get 52 tech. Synedrian hates us, but can't have nice things in Synedrian. Nope. And there you go. We got tech out of it. I'm surprised. All right, so we do have some more vision of another thing, but let's just get this Synedrian Haven out of the way. And then let's go up here. We should be ready. That Thunderbird's ready. Yeah, we're all ready to go. So I just got to put together a proper team. And manufacturing-wise, did I build anything that I wanted? Now I don't recall. Let's get in and take a... I think we started to. Then I might have... No, I built something because it used to be at 198, but I don't know if I built both of what I wanted. So let's go take a look at the ideal team and see. We still got 2 days of construction, so it's probably not a good time. I was wondering, we've had things disappear out of our inventory. I wonder if it had anything to do with our stores being full at that time, and I just never noticed. Could be a thing. Could have been a thing. Or did I finally notice and mention it? That's the problem with that. It's been a few days since we played. Yeah, we got to make it up to the best. Yeah, well, everything's got to be the best that we have. So I got but at the same time, I need a little bit of a balance as far as it's got to be a solid team. Got to be a solid team. That's for sure. So this ship has one opening. Can't trade from there. But I have some good folks here. what weapons do you have? What kind of a heavy are you? Let's just kind of look. Does have those, this, that, and the other. Brace shot, and he actually has heavy legs. So, Mr. Wagner, you might be a heavy we take over, and I take out one of the lesser heavies. I'm going to do that. I'm afraid to take weapons. Right now, I'm afraid to take weapons off people until the extra store is built, because I'm afraid, what if it's a 2-weight, you know, weapon, and therefore I don't have room for it? Well, let's do this. I don't need this weapon. Let's sell it. And we'll start. Let's make some space before I switch some stuff around. I think I have enough of these. I can sell one. Heavy cannon we were holding on to just because. Heavy leg armor. I'll just hang on to the heavy leg armor, but I think helmet-wise, I can sell this. That's what I'm thinking. So yeah, we start making a little room. Then I'll feel a little better about switching weapons around, and potentially, let's just look at all of them. Potentially, and I don't really have buddy doing melee these days. It's kind of late to try and develop one. Okay. What have we got here? Berserker. We don't have a berserker. Infiltrator. We don't have an infiltrator. And that helps with stealth. Nothing else. Kind of late in the game. We aren't going to be having an infiltrator. Time to scrap. Assault leg armor. No, that's sniper leg armor. Well, then I don't need the cheap sniper armor. Assault body armor, we're probably okay getting rid of all that. Now we're starting to get some space. Independent handgun. Yeah, we really aren't using that, are we? Anu hand cannon. Well, I have one. Yeah. Independent assault rifle. I can get rid of. I'll save a couple, because I can't remember if anyone's still using one. I don't want to take the time to look. What have we got here? I could afford more ammo if I decide to equip this. Oh, good. We did build another one of these. Did I build a Fury? I was wanting to build a Fury, and then I halted, not... Yeah, so one thing I'm going to do is, I know we're short potentially on Furies, and I'm going to need one eventually for heavies. One of our heavies I know is missing one, because it got shot off his back, and I never did replace it. So we'll get one built. And... so we got some move to we can juggle a little bit for now. So we'll just keep our eye on that, and hopefully we won't run into disappearing stuff by moving the inventory around. That's what I'm a little nervous about, and I'm just wondering if that could have had something to do with that recently. And Dixie Normus and Soren Black. Now Soren Black is a unique. See, the thing is, my heavies are also different. So he may not be the highest level heavy, but you know, he's got the limited jet jump. He's more close up, and yet at the same time, he can still launch a grenade if we need something at a distance. Oh, and all you're the one that a Fury would have been nice for. So I guess that's who I'm building. We got to wait 4 hours before we leave. So if you're going, Because there, you see, the thing is, someone made the comment, bring all your best. And, no, he has no fury. That's what I built it for. So it only takes 4 hours. If I go with Soren Black, and I kind of like his build is a little different than, say, Dixie Normus's, who also doesn't have one. But Dixie has this. That's Dixie's. Dixie has that and brace shot. So that's the advantage with him and why he doesn't necessarily need a rocket. So that would be viable. And he does have heavy legs these days, right? Yes. So these aren't necessarily my level 7 heavies. But I like their makeup pretty much. I kind of do. And you have Boom Blast to be able to do 2 of your grenades. So we have grenade abilities. What else? Who else? Now, Nick Vogels, as much as I love you to death, my man, you're not the strongest. I do like, we're going to have to try and work in some med kits. I know I have better assaults out there. So let's back off Neek just because you came in a little later. We're going to try and get a slightly better assault. So first we'll put you in Phoenix Point, and then we'll bring one of the higher level assaults. For instance, Sectoid or, well, Sectoid or Commander, but Sectoid's a higher assault. So if I'm switching assault for assault, we'll do that. And then we'll relook at them. Now, Landon Avery, as far as my heavies go, yeah, it's kind of nice, though, with being able to return fire with a shield. And we gave you some heavy legs that allow you to use your brace shot. So that's a vote for Landon Avery. But how much am I giving up by not taking Landon Avery? That's the question. So, I mean, I could not wait 4 hours and then give, put this into our inventory. It depends on if it basically is, do I want to bring him with his perks? He has Mentor Protocol, Draw Fire. So, yeah, he can snap brace, and then he can also return fire even if his shield is deployed. That's a nice sounding perk. And he'd be able to carry another med kit. Much as I like the idea of the flamethrower right now, I may have to trade, do a trade. Let's also do this because we know we want an extra med kit. And maybe one more backup rocket. Because. So I'm thinking Landon Avery's, you're right, not a bad choice. What one other thing could I give him? Oh, purification grenade. Those are instant, right? Just in case we have an Umbra issue. Because I know I can afford it now. And that's instant. Okay. That's a thing to say. That's new to when you save your loadouts, and I don't know that I ever did that, but that still pops out. Let's put that in there. There we go. Or maybe it just pops up when you aren't fully loaded. It's a new symbol, and I'm unclear as exactly what it's for. So, Landon, let's move you out. Yeah, it still shows equipment loadout. Okay. Now I have to decide which of these two heavies might I want to give up, or do I keep them all and trade off EcoBot? Because I'm thinking, what else? Because I was thinking we could use a sniper kind of guy. Like, I was thinking about bringing Muttley over. So, what I may do is take EcoBot out. I think the heavies are all functional. In fact, one of the heavies functions in a way more like an assault with a flamethrower. They can jet jump a little. So, I think, yeah, EcoBot, you're going to take a seat. We got room on the Thunderbird 2 now, and I'm going to bring Muttley over to the Thunderbird 3. And then those in Phoenix Point can go to the Thunderbird 2.
What's up, Doc?
And that's kind of what I'm thinking. Hey, Road Train, how you doing? We're kind of gearing up the team to be able to go over to City Upon a Hill. And this new icon, looks like we're just going to have to ignore because Landon Avery is fully loaded. He's not missing anything. I think it just means either I click on this and he goes to a default loadout, because it's something new they added where you could save default loadouts, and that's, for some reason, I think that's an icon that shows you you're not with your default loadout, but I don't remember ever saving a default loadout. So I don't know why we're seeing that. But anyway, that's kind of what the new icon is, just so you know. But we'll ignore it. So let's take a look at the team. We got 3 rockets. I mean, grenades. I'm almost thinking... I don't know. I'm almost wondering if the Redemptor is worth carrying. Obviously, we could switch to it anytime we want. We have the ammo for it. Or am I going to be wishing I had extra grenades? We do have 2 medkits, so everything else is feeling okay for cutting. And then here, my thinking is, I'm going to pop in a little extra willpower for perk usage. And then Dixie Normus, you're over encumbered. But I can easily fix that. You only have 1 med kit. And now that I have 2 other heavies with rockets, I don't feel like it's the end of the world if we don't wait for that Fury for you. That's kind of the way I'm feeling. And I just give you that pop of strength. Then Soren Black, you have 1 little pip of being able to carry something. Am I gonna use the flamethrower this much? Or would I have more chances? Oh, you need a Fury though. You're the one that needs the Fury. And you have it. So I think I gotta wait for the Fury unless our heavy on the other airship has one now. Mr. Wagner does. Oh no, he has this one. Woo, baby. We'll take that off. Sorry, Mr. Wagner. You'll get a Fury as soon as it gets built. Have we built it yet? Not yet. But it's being built. So I think I take the better... I'll keep it like this, but... Here it is. We can do it. And then I can also carry an extra one of these. Oh, or not. Or not. But, you know, I think I can get away with not that, because if I get close, what are the odds I use this versus this? I don't think I need the extra ammo, therefore. Is it a 9-trooper mission? Then I got to fly both over there, and then I can take, and by the time we get there, the Fury would be built. I know on the base game, it's an extra trooper mission, but is it also for Terror from the Void? Because Terror from the Void, the beta, limits being able to use 2 ships. I'll fly them both over, Dave Ingraham, but I'm not clear. That might be changed for the Terror from the Void with the aircraft beta, limiting it to 1 aircraft. I'll fly them both over there just in case. But I have my doubts. John PP, we got to get that other turret into your mix. And that makes you slightly overloaded. Yeah, I know. I hear you. I'm confused too at times. I think I saved the extra healing. And since we have that, you don't carry the spare med kit, therefore. And then having some grenades will give you something to do. Med kit weight is supposed to be only 2. Oh yeah, there we go. Why was that showing over? I may have read something wrong here, but yeah, now we're fully loaded and we got 2 med kits. We got 2 turrets to play around with. Field medic to restore uses will, so you know I'm going to spend a will for you to give you a little potential extra will to use it in case we get bombarded somehow or hit hard. Yeah, but there's kind of, if I can get them in the right places, I think it's worth carrying them. Now there is a potential, unless it's changed for the new mod, there is a potential vehicle on this mod, at least in the old versions I watched. And I definitely wouldn't want to put it in the roadway where a vehicle might ride and drive and crush. So I got to be wary of that. But I think there's some sight lines along the sides of buildings and around buildings, and there are a lot of buildings and blockages of lines of sight. So I'd have to be very aggressive with my placement, but John can also throw them. So I think I'm okay using them, but yeah, you're right. Your note is okay. You think 2 is questionable? Yeah, I'm confident we could do it just because he can throw them. Just because I know he can throw them. I just have to stay out of the driving paths of potential vehicle that we might get. We'll think about it. Okay, we got this. And we'll just give you a pop of strength so you're not over encumbered. You only have 1 med kit, but not everybody can carry everything we want. And I guess I'm going to take the Redemptor instead of extra grenades, because we got enough heavy. We got a fair amount of launchables, so we still got to make sure we keep the shootables. Then Landon Avery, there's our rockets with a backup. And we can return fire. We got to make sure we're set for that. Oh, I think because of this perk, didn't it automatically switch him to that weapon for return fire whenever we put down the shield? I have to keep my eye on that. I think it does that. And then Muttley. So we will be able to get frenzied with you. Now this is in the mist, I do believe, when we fly over there. So there's going to be a lot of mist. We're going to have to be careful about everybody's will. And hopefully we can stay out of the mist. Because if I hide Muttley in the mist too much, he's not going to be able to frenzy very much, will he? And that could definitely help us out, potentially. He's got some grenades along with his snipe. Yeah, he's fine. I do believe. And then Ramex is not on the team. So we've looked at everybody. It's a good team. And you can argue 2 turrets or 1. You can argue Soren Black or Dixie Normus switch with Mr. Wagner. But they all can still launch explosives. And I like the slight differences, like the flamethrower could come in handy. Yeah, it probably can only go so far, huh? So just don't use it around the Armadillo Bay or whatever. Keep the turrets for the other side of the map. And if the map hasn't changed too much from the missions I saw 4 years ago, the far away place, that's a big long area to potentially shoot down the side of the building where a turret would be highly viable, I think. Then Dixie Normus I like bringing along just because of that weapon right there could really help us out. So I think we got a solid team, my friends. And then just in case we're able to take more than what's on the ship, why don't we fly both Thunderbirds over there just in case? And then I can also always throw in, you know... Wait, I switched over Landon Avery. What happened? What did I do? Oh, Kurt Wagner. There he is. I was looking at the wrong ship over here. No, that's the other Thunderbird. Oh, Kurt. I can't bring Kurt Wagner on this mission anyway. But I just transported his weapon via... well, we'll just say we called Chaos. Hey, can you deliver a package for us? I was thinking he was in here. So, yeah, we just did the automatic Star Trek beam it over. There you go. But we could always add Commander on this one, and Ecobot or Neek Vogel. Oh, Stormaris even. What are your abilities? So we'll decide. If we can take extra people, we'll take them. It just depends. Yeah, you have that magical weapon too, so you'd be a blast to take along with the flamethrower. Not that you can jet jump to use it though. Unless we wanted to spend perks. So we'll see. We'll have everything covered with this one. So let's fly everybody over there. Gleaser, what? What? Yeah, you're down in Antarctica, but I took a weapon off of you to give it to one of these soldiers. That's why I was saying. Chaos is the FedEx of this modern world here. They deliver instantly. They're bam, they're good. You want something delivered? Call Chaos. All right, so let's get going. Yeah, Commander would also be good with her just being in the vicinity of our soldiers too, and especially for will recovery and that kind of thing. So we'll see how many we're able to take. But I'm going to fly everybody over there in case we are still allowed. To take 2. All right. And then down here, we are exploring. All right. So we have a lot of question marks. And we're in Antarctica, so which one would be a crooked question mark down here? It all depends on where you are from the pole. If it's right side up or not, if it's a crooked question mark or not. So we don't know. But I guess if we're going to get ambushed, let's go far away from the mist. This will be protected. This will be protected. So let's do one that we don't, you know, we'll just come out here. That'll be our that'll be our potential ambush mission. I don't know that we'll get it done before we get to our mission. Whoa! Jeez, that surprised me. Yeah, the frenzy I think is a good pick. Now we're gonna find out. We're gonna start the mission and see how many we can take. Yeah, see, we can only take one. Except it's only telling me I can take this ship, and that's not the one I want to take. So we can, so it has changed. Yeah, that surprised me. You know, that's why people like taking me to scary movies for the jump scares. I'm easily jump scared. So I'm going to have to take away Thunderbird 2 so we can use the other vessel, because that technically is the one that I wanted to use. So I don't know of any other mission. We've searched and done everything over here, unless there's a haven with a question mark. Number 3? What do you mean is number 3 there yet? I don't understand. Oh, I see, is the other ship. Oh, the other ship's not there. Oh, so before we send this one away, let's wait for this one to get there. Then we'll find out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we can't make a true evaluation until they're both there. And no. Oh, that's what this is. It is equip all. So apparently there is a saved. We have a saved loadout for Landon Avery, and we've changed it now. So that's just letting me know we do not have our saved loadout. So that's a new icon that appears if you do use the saved loadout, and you can just press equip all to your saved loadout. That's kind of what that was built for, by the way. So yeah, we can only take 7. One ship alone is allowed on this one. So the new rules of the beta apply on this mission. No longer can you take 9 soldiers on this mission. It is now limited to 1 airship. And in our case, this is it. It's a solid team. We went through it. We'll take one final look through. And Dixie Normus. Oh, and there's the whatchamacallit, the Fury. Was somebody on this team not missing it? No, because we put that on Soren Black. So I don't think anybody on this team needs it, but whoever's on the other team will have it available for over there. I am going to go with both turrets, just because if we can find the right place, I'm not just going to put them down to put them down, because I don't need to accidentally run it over with the vehicle we're bound to find. Sectoid, the only thing I'm debating is Redemptor or extra grenades. We'll go, because we have a pretty damn good weapon. But I'll hang on to, I'm going to do this because we have a fair amount of explosives with us. Yeah. So yeah, we're good. We have, not everybody has a purification grenade if we have some Umbra issues. And before we go in, I want to make sure, do we have the Void Omen where Umbras disappear after a turn anyway, so I don't necessarily have to have them on anybody. We just have to be able to run away from them. Can't remember if that one... Now you could carry something else. What else should we have a Muttley carry? You got extra ammo on both, so maybe we give Muttley extra grenades just in case. Carlos, good to see you. We're getting ready for a big old mission. I mean, a big old mission. And we'll see how it goes here. Okay, so let me just back out and look at our Void Omens so I can remember for sure. I don't have to make any changes to the team. It is going to be a night mission. So we can decide if maybe we want to wait for daytime? What would be better on this one, I wonder? I wonder. I don't know. Or the special mission, it's always night. That's a good question, too. Now, it says local time is nighttime. So maybe we wait till daytime so we can see better. Yeah, I think Mr. West, Herr West, shows up on this mission. I don't know what happens if he dies. Anybody remember what happens if Tobias West dies on this mission? I don't know. Yeah, we don't have a trap for sirens if we run into all the mind control-y type. But I went high level ability to carry the most stuff kind of a team, which is what we decided to do, going through picking everybody out. Oh wait, you're over here. You're in Antarctica.
What's up, Doc?
So I had no choice. You were way over in Antarctica. The other two, I only could pick from the other two. So you'll be fine if you get ambushed down there, which could happen, and we find a siren. You'll still have your protection. You'll still have your protection. But anyway, I want to find out. We have the Umbra disappears after one turn still. There is more mist in missions still. And then these are Haven stuff, and this isn't a Haven thing. So my question is, when we could wait a little more time. Cast an ambush. Hey, Ecobot, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, Ecobot, I took you off of this. You didn't make the cut for that mission. Just you were a late arriver. You got a good guy. I've used him well on missions, but I decided to go best of the best in this mix, or close to best of the best that we had available. There's some other really good ones still, Carlos and Kurt Wagner on the other team, but that's down in Antarctica. So, I think I'm just gonna spend a little time, so it's a daylight mission, so I can better see people and therefore have better use of my Overwatch abilities, that kind of thing. I do not have a module for dual car deployment. Never got it. Nope. I only have one car right now anyway, the Chaos Buggy down in Antarctica. And I know there is a vehicle on this mission, but I won't have any way to pick it up and use it at the moment. I'll have to see if I decide we need it, how I deal with that. Right now, I got a decent squad of people. I don't necessarily need to lean on a vehicle other than the one aircraft. So, there you go. And this map is not, like someone said, even in the old versions that I looked at, it's not a map with a ton of space for vehicles to be roaming around. There's a lot of things that block their mobility. So I'm going to let the time go. I'm going to take a chance here. Here comes the daylight. Oh, we better not get ambushed now down in the Antarctic. We don't. Oh my God. This is beautiful. We don't have more mist now. We will still have mist. But it's no... Or will the more mist be there because the mission spawned with more mist? I don't know how that'll work. But ambushes are more dangerous. So now if we run into ambush, they're going to be more dangerous. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. So more mist in missions, but easier to see through. It's gone, by the way. It's gone. So let's just have daytime pull over here. Let me just take a quick peek down here. Yeah, we'll get to our mission first. Daylight will come before we finish searching here and run into a potential ambush. So this is all cool. What this tells me, the Pandorans have no intelligence. That's my take on this one. I think what it means is they've evolved in every which way that they are possibly have been able to evolve. And so there's nothing more to report. That's my guess. I guess I'll take because it says report 1 of 1.
What's up,
I
Doc?
guess that's what that means is they've evolved as far as they can. Nick Vogels, good to see you in here, my man. Good to see you in there. It's been half a moment, but glad you could make it in. I'm going to take a screenshot. There we go. I did a screenshot, and just in case, it shouldn't be blank like that. But anyway, it's almost daytime. Okay, we're gonna explore, but less than 4 hours will go by because I don't want an ambush to pop up. It should be daytime now. Where's my mission? Oh, I'm on the wrong ship. This is a ship that's going in. Special mission. It is daytime now, and this is the team we're taking out. We've checked it. We've double checked it. It's daytime now. Yeah, it just shouldn't pop up if we've fully evolved, but yeah, that's all it is. All right, my friends, all items on the battlefield will be automatically recovered. Let's go see if we can survive this tough little mission. Been a while. It's been half a year. It's been a while since I've played this mission. Years. Oh, it's attitude shifts and stuff. Yeah, that's all that showed on it. Oh my god. We have revenant resistances on this one. Who invited a revenant? So 50% resistance gain to shred damage. Doesn't sound nice. Does not sound nice. No reinforcements received the resistance. But this is not a reinforcement mission per se, I don't think, unless we have call reinforcement kind of enemies on here. That's my understanding. This is not a reinforcement mission per se. And it's daytime, but we sure don't see much. Let's just take a look at the one we can see. Viral weapon, grenade, you know, all the icky stuff we don't like. So my guess is this guy right here would be Phoenix Point. Because they do have individuals that do start on the map. I'm surprised we don't see more. That's a little scary that they're not in positions favorable to us. The more we can get into the more of these guys that appear in the back of the map, the better I feel, because that's more that I can activate. I do believe in this garage is their vehicle. So the opening move for me. Oh, and I can see a shot. Now we got to remember we also have fire support on this particular team. Yeah, we'll get the car. I'm sure I have somebody speedy like Sectoid that can't make it there. Well, once I frenzy, he should be able to get in there. So we'll have that working in our favor. Yeah, he starts out up in here. And I can't remember how many Phoenix Point we'll end up finding. Including West, maybe 4 or 5, if memory serves. Or if some of the old missions, because I watched a mission from 8 years ago, which has totally changed. The whole weapons were so overpowered back then. The things I was seeing get shot. And then, yeah, okay, so the one thing I know we got to do first, and that is frenzy. Okay, not you, Buster. And hopefully this guy's nice and frenzied for us also.
Still alive.
So yeah, we can definitely get Sectoid in there. And then I could pull the freaking vehicle out right away and take a shot. One shot would be available for this guy at pretty decent range. And we may find some other folks. So... And some of you have played this a lot more recent than me, so I appreciate the reminders of what's what, who's where, all that good stuff.
Let's show 'em
Now what I may do with you, Soren Black, is do your limited jump and come up here and grab this guy. And then we could always shoot a rocket, depending on what we see. So why don't we open with that to get what I would expect. I'm expecting to jump into somebody who's going to be on our side. So let's do that.
Execute. Enemy spotted.
Oh boy. And you have good eyes, my friend. Oh my god, you have good eyes. We got touched by the void, I think. Yep. So what we do not want is these touched by the voiders. Touched by the void, yep. We do not want these guys to call reinforcements. That is the goal, is do not allow these guys to call reinforcements. So this first turn probably can't get... So he's got a virus sniper rifle, not a lot of damage, but it gets us to panic. Well, not while we're frenzied. Not while we're frenzied. So that's the good news. The bad news is if I bring Sectoid in here to activate it off to the side, because he could reach, the car should fit out of him. And if I just bring the car to a certain point, it'll prevent anybody from being able to get in and hurt Sectoid. So Sectoid will be safe by doing that. He just won't have a shot this turn, but we're getting the vehicle involved as a target for them to shoot. Yeah, he'll have a missile, so I'll send a missile. What I'm trying to do is figure out, I don't think I have enough shooters. I don't think I want to send a missile here. And therefore, do I want to use a missile on this guy? No, he's near the edge of the map and he doesn't have a dangerous weapon. So he'll live. Yes, paralyzation would be a pain. This guy needs to die this turn. He will. These, I'll block off the garage door, then they'll probably shoot at the vehicle. One of which, yeah, well, he'll be slashing at the vehicle. I take that back. But then I need to be able to kill them once I start injuring them. Yeah, and then this is in the way. This is nice full cover also. But I'm going to come in here and get our own vehicle activated.
Target located.
Yeah, we found another enemy. Oh, on the roof. Now, I don't think there's any way he can drop down on us.
I'm here.
Oh, we got a new Jericho Heavy here, though. Interesting. With a flame. If I knew we were going to have a new Jericho guy with a flamethrower, I would have hesitated to... Jeez, so Pete, I wouldn't have brought my own. Oh well. Part of me is saying before Sectoid goes over there, maybe I can land a grenade here and make him fall and hurt himself. Because I would hate to do it after Sectoid has max moved into there and can't defend himself. So let's see if we can drop that guy through the ceiling with New Jericho. And drop a rocket right there. I would like that. He's like, I think he's like right there. If I followed the glitter, I actually could see the glitter, which is another reason I wanted a daytime mission. I think he's standing right there. So therefore, I do believe
Yes.
we'll have enough other shots, because when we get Sectoid here, we may make him visible as we run by him. We'll see if we run that close or not.
Let's go.
Oh my god. Ah, no. Hey, shabu shabu shabu. Not liking that weapon. Yeah, 70 bleed, and the damage it already took is probably going to bleed out. Yeah, it's right there. I'm not going to run right... unless I go here, we're not going to run right next to it. So if I could go here, which is in the way, the direction, a little bit over from the direction I'm going, and then we should see him. And get a better idea where he's at. There's the vehicle. There he is. He's gonna bleed out. Can't do a thing other than disappear. The only bad thing is he's in the way of my vehicle coming out and shooting over here. Not that we were going to kill the guy, but we need to bring the vehicle out to keep our guys safe. And then there's something right here. Oh, they could jump in here now. This is not good. I didn't realize that ladder. And then there's somebody right at the base of the ladder, then climb up in here and drop down in on Sectoid. Sectoid, I'm glad you're not in here right now. You'd be pissed. He'd be a little upset. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. How good of a shot do you have? Decent shot. You don't really shred. Although I could do armor break. Is that considered shred? So you do have a shot. But we're going to have to get everybody else moving. I'm a little nervous with Sectoid over there now. That he's vulnerable. Didn't even think about that. With that, and of course, now we have a blip right at the base of the ladder. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how that... I mean, it does take away armor, so I'm not sure if... yeah, it's 15 shred. So the Revenant thing is... so it would only do 7 shred damage. Yeah, well, hopefully it's New Jericho, but if it is, he's dead. It's weird. In the playthrough I saw, the New Jericho started... There's like 2 or 3 that started back in this general back area. We're seeing nobody. Nobody. Well... Well. Let me think. So the New Jericho over here doesn't have much else we can do because we launched S. But oh yeah, well what we could do is I'd use up a purification. I could probably come over here to the edge and we might be able to reach that guy for fire. I'm not sure how good that is for shooting down different levels. Well, we'd be able to come out this far to use it. Yeah, that may be what I'll have to do, and I'll have to just have the vehicle shoot this thing. Or maybe just not shoot. Oh, actually, I could then shoot this guy, because he's a danger. I could come here to get a decent shot on that guy, and then pull back so the vehicle is under the hole. I would hope that would prevent them from being able to jump down if they can't land on the ground. Because that would seem like it would make it impossible because they can't stand on vehicles. So that's actually not a bad suggestion. Let's just see what the shot looks like. And I think I just take this as our first shot with the vehicle. What do you mean the vehicle turning? I'm not planning to move the vehicle. Yeah, I'm planning to just go here and shoot from here. Nothing else. And just sit there straight under the hole is what I'm thinking. It's at a slight angle from... And then you will put your shield down, because in case they can come around and try shooting in at you. If they drop down, well, not much we can do about it. Not much we can do about it. Got another jet jumper here and here. Want to get them up to the roof to start launching stuff. Means they're going to be able to do virus, but you have the shield. So if I'm going to do anybody up towards the front, let's make it you with the shield, Landon Avery.
And now.
And then we can shoot a rocket, because we have one to shoot, and we'll just do it here for yours. Yeah, that's why I'm getting us up into a good position to jump over, hopefully. Now, we're not seeing a whole lot here yet. So, Dixie. Yeah, you're so close to the building. And we kind of got to jump up. Actually, I can bring Dixie this far over and then maybe jump over to here to get near where Mr. West is. Because your weapon, if we get to use it next turn, or have to use it next turn, is very accurate across the map. So, let's come here. I opened a hole? What are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about this main building. I don't know what you're talking about. Opening a hole on the main building. Oh, I opened a hole to inside of the main building? Where? Or you're talking about this main building? Oh, this. Oh, yeah. That was a. I think that was a window anyway. So that's not a hole per se that I was thinking of a hole. So before I jump you, let's shoot the vehicle. I want to see how much damage I do to this guy. Because the other guy bleeds out. Let's just center it on him and see what kind of damage we does. It was a solid wall. I always thought that was. I thought it was a window. Appeared like a window to me. Well, vehicle, that was a horrible shot. We did damage the equipment. I don't think if I jump up here, I get any kind of an angle on this guy. But I got to get us up to be able to jump over there at some point.
What's this?
And that's not a good find. Who did we find? Our revenant in the flesh, Lucian. Lucian Dibbuck. And I do not like your explosive projectiles. That looks like you'll be shooting at us. Blast, shred, burst. Holy moly. We have to worry about that. So part of me says, Part of me says, you, my friend, need to get off of here. But you can't. Well, you can back here. And then we found a technician here that we can see about rescuing. And he is also frenzied. So I think for the benefit of protecting you, now that we found this, I gotta jump you down. Lucian's out for blood, yeah. He's like back there, God damn, you killing me. I'm coming back. Oh. Yeah. Vehicles absolutely cannot become revenants. So there's still, it'll be less likely for a bomb to land back here. The only thing I would have done up here anyway is, oh, actually, I had no shoulder mount. So yeah, we're just coming down here. Because otherwise we potentially risk a bomb here and taking fall damage. A lot of fall damage. Because we could fall all the way down the center. And I don't want that. I do not need revenant vehicles because we've lost a lot of vehicles, Road Train, on this series. I think I lost 3 vehicles at least, right? A Chaos Buggy, Armadillo, and that other weaker one. Yeah, I think I gotta, now that I found the bomber, we gotta play it safe. It wasn't a... Well, those curtains, like this curtain, it's actually... It is impassable. But you can shoot through them. I have shot through those curtains. It's like slats. It'll prevent movement, but you can still shoot through them. If you're close enough to be able to aim through a slat. Just so you know. So that's why I don't consider, that's why I know you, it's just semantics. I know it was blocked for movement, but it's, everybody's correct.
What's our move?
Okay, I've got a missile to shoot. And I've got to decide here. I cannot shoot again on the rocket. Not this turn. And I've got to decide how far can these...
This is gonna make all the difference.
See, it goes pretty far out there, but from being up high, I wonder if I come to the edge with the New Jericho guy, if it will allow me to shoot my flamethrower far enough to burn the guy. I don't know, because I'm a little nervous about bringing him down to do it, because it becomes a big old target. Well, let's come here and test it at the edge.
Watch this.
Oh, now this says this has him highlighted. So I'm going to give it a go. Well, if he's highlighted, I know in Long War of the Chosen I would have odds not to burn them. But if he's highlighted, we're going to damage him. Whether he burns or not, we'll find out if it's something I don't know about the flamethrowers. Haven't used them really much at all until this playthrough. So this is all new to me too. And you're right, highlighted or not, the laws of physics do matter here. and he is not burning. Now, I kind of feel like I want the missiles to go here. Because if he wants to get an aim on some of us that are exposed...
Doing it.
He's the one with grenades and return fire. He can hurt us. My question on this one, I don't want to hit that tree. So we'll try coming here. These two things are... The reason I'm not going there right now, Road Train, is they are touched by the void. And my fear is with two of them, that one of them will turn into a reinforcement collar. And then I get more enemies than we already have. I don't like going against touched by the void until I know I can kill them. Right now, I can't. We're all too far away. Maybe next turn, I'll feel we're in slightly better position to be able to go after them. And so if I knew what they were going to turn into, but at the start, until you don't know what they're going to turn into until they tick one tick of damage, which is why I'm ignoring them right now. Why they're being ignored. Let's do our missile, see what we do. The grenade launcher is gone. He still has his gun to return fire and a spitterhead. But that was okay. And I'm thinking what I'm probably going to do with you now is bring you down here. That's kind of a weird angle where he maybe can't hit us with a bomb and make us fall. And that's your cover for the turn. Now, maybe if we can hit this, we got some good damage going. Yeah, I would call that good damage. We did that. So I'm hoping next time we can really focus on these two. That's what I'm hoping. Except we got this buster over here causing potential issues. What I may do is toss out a turret. So if he starts coming towards us, he may just stand there and shoot at the vehicle for all I know. There's a ton more to go. There is a ton more to go. Cotting. I think I'm bringing Cotting here. I'm going to do a quick aim grenade on this guy. Will they? You think that's how they're programmed? That's not the way now obviously I have not watched a recent version. Mine was a 4-year-old version and a 6-year-old version of the Phoenix Point, where I just watched to see what was this mission again? What was his mission? And so things have changed since then, I'm sure. So I don't know if they're I didn't get there he is, Tobias West, by the way. So I didn't get the feeling that they were specifically beelining for Tobias West. Other than I saw him get mind fraggered, which in a way is probably a good thing. So if he got mind fragged, I wouldn't complain too much. Now, if Tobias West comes over here and starts shooting a pistol at this guy, I'll be a little peeved. So let's see. This is the side I was talking about that's not friendly for turrets. I was thinking more this side because the vehicle doesn't necessarily... So if I was able to get a turret down, say, over on this side, it might have some shots against a very tough enemy. So I'm kind of thinking I bring Mr. Peepee over here.
Catch me if you can.
And then Mr. Lindqvist, I was thinking about bringing you up here and quick aiming a grenade to try and get some damage on this guy. This guy bleeds out. And hopefully, whatever that mysterious blip is, I would love nothing better than that to be a Phoenix Point soldier. No, that's my assault symbol. I was wishful thinking. I would like nothing better for that to be a Phoenix soldier and die to these guys or something. Don't let them jump in on sectoid. That kind of has me worried. Yeah, there's really nothing for you to do. Just stand out in the middle. Okay, so there's not much left. There's just you, Cotting, and the best thing I can think of for using you Oh yeah, what I do want to do is put your shield down. Well, he could be shooting up here at you too, so let's just put it straight. And you'll crouch behind it, because I could get shots from here or over there. We don't know yet. Whichever way I put it, that I'll get shot from the opposite side. So let's just put it straight in the middle. And I think it defaults with your perks. Yeah, he has his weapon, so he can return fire. Yeah, the blimp. Yeah, I got plenty of New Jericho vehicles because I'm with them, but yeah, the blimp has been out of my reach and I haven't really gone for it. I'm gonna quick aim. Jeez, oh, Pete. It says I can see him with the weapon. Let's just at least look at that shot.
Taking aim.
Nah, I'm just gonna go with the grenade. I'm just gonna go with the grenade. That was my first thought, that I wouldn't get enough of angle. There's also a chance here that I hit something around the guy, but let's try popping it right there. Okay, it splashed the water, but we did a little tiny bit more damage. The piranha... we almost got rid of the piranha, which would have been nice for this guy, because then all he would have had is blood-sucking arms. Oh well. I think that's everybody who's moved. Yep. We're done, my friends. Now we cross our fingers and see what they do. Oh, and reinforcements just came in. So how many waves of reinforcements is there? Oh, oh my god. So this guy we never saw. This was the hit. This. Yeah. Servando! Good to see ya. So we now know who this blip was. Yeah, fudge you too. Oh. The map, that was on his back, and it still got through it. Ooh, he had to go all the way around to get that shot. Oh my god. Oh my god. And you know why we got reinforcements? Look at who we got back here. My god. That's the only reason we got those frickin' reinforcements. The Chiron and the other Arthron. So we got problems, my friends. We got problems in River City, and it's right there. He's calling reinforcements. We couldn't see him early enough, and then he's launching blasters, and then we got a Chiron launching missiles upon missiles upon missiles. And did we just lose a soldier? No. Look at this. I basically have a soldier that I can't use. Well, we got extra then because we got somebody calling reinforcements. Because I doubt we're getting 4 per turn. That sounds a little lopsided. From what I remember, at least. Yeah, I was thinking they probably would, just because there are reinforcement zones. But should I have expected 4? Because now I gotta expect a lot of them. So we did take a tiny bit of damage on Sectoid, but not as much as you might think. And this guy appears to no longer be touched by the void. Didn't he used to be? Oh no, there's the other guy. He's the one that was touched by the void. So this touched by the void guy has to be dealt with this turn. in case he calls reinforcements. This guy needs, there's a lot going on, my friends. And I don't know, John Peepee can heal us, but I don't know, John Peepee can heal his own,
Keep it together, operative.
we can heal and get our arms back. We have that. I don't know how you all think I should play. We have a soldier who's no longer available. We have to defend this base and, Servando, up here, at least before up here, is Tobias West. But he's moved somewhere now, and we don't have eyes on him anymore. Yeah, he's going to fix his own limbs. I'm trying to ask everybody, Karin is no longer available. He fell into the wall. What should I do? That's what I'm trying to tell everybody. That's why I'm sitting here not doing anything. He is inside the wall. What do we do? Open the wall and damage him. Because look, he can move really far, can't he? If I blow up the wall to free him, he dies. Well, perhaps, but right at the moment, I don't know if the car can get over there. I don't know if it has a path to get over there. And right now, he absolutely does not have a path to get over there because of this. Because I can't run over these guys. They're too big. So you guys want me to run over there and free our guy? Well, I got to play short-handed. Yeah, I'm trying to, that's what I'm trying to say is, do we have to restart this damn thing?
I'm here.
All because of that. I mean, we can heal ourselves here, like I showed you. We can heal our limbs and boom. We're okay there. And then I do a med heal. And we're back with our technician. Then I throw out a turret down here that can then start shooting down that alley. But we have some problems. We have some problems. I'm now doing, you know, in the old days it was a 9-person mission. Now it's down to a 7-person because of the beta. You can only take the one ship. I imagine if I had a blimp, I could have brought a slightly larger team, but I do not because I'm not anywhere near being friends with Anu, and I did not invest in it. I can't get over there. I love all the ideas you have, but I physically cannot get the car over there. And for as long, and there's a lot of enemies preventing me from getting over there. I don't even know if I can go this way and destroy the trees and that. I don't know where the path is that this car can go. Like I can't go through that. I can't go through this. Hopefully I can come around and blast, destroy that, destroy that, destroy that, and be able to come through here, destroy that, and then get over to the corner. But that's going to be quite a number of turns. And we got to play short-handed until then. So that's kind of the way it is. And it seems like it's a glitch that I'm not willing to deal with, is kind of what I'm saying. Problem is, do I just play out our time limit so we get our money's worth for today and then restart the mission next time? I don't know. Y'all tell me. I don't know. You mean caught-in that assault with the jetpack? So, Servando, that's an assault. And jetpacks don't jump straight up. They need an angle. But it was a clever, cute idea. I don't know. I don't know what kind came in. Let them shoot worms to me. It's poison worms. I mean, I'm kind of like, oh hell, I'll take poison worms any day over these bombs. But oh well. 'Tis what it is. That's why I'm sitting here trying to figure. So I can just play this out. We'll see how it goes a man short. If we get lucky enough to fight through these guys and I free up the vehicle, but you know, more are going to come around the corner. We're not going to get the vehicle freed up to go try the old smash the wall trick anytime soon. And I guarantee you I'm not throwing a grenade at that wall because he's already close to half health. So I'm not up for that idea. Not at all. So we got some stuff we got to get done. Okay. And I'm thinking with you, well, one thing we can bring down. I tell you, I was thinking, well, with this thing, I can bring down the explosives on this guy. But now with a reinforcement calling guy, I feel like he's got to die. Yeah, he does have a he has a grenade also. It's just unfair of this glitch. I have to play a very tough mission shorthanded. That's probably what pisses. Well, he doesn't need his shield down in there. Although if we do get to the point to try a grenade, now I want to try the vehicle. I'll put the shield down in the direction we're going to drive the vehicle. I'll do that. Okay. Use that frenzy. Move far, Karin. Oh, man. Yeah, well, I don't even know if the enemies know he's in there. So I don't know if he'll draw fire or not. Maybe we'll get lucky and this guy will bomb him out. Maybe we'll get lucky. You never know. You never know. We'll see. We'll just play it out, and if it just kind of turns to be ridiculous, I guarantee you I'm restarting next time. Sorry, guys. So it's telling me, looking down here, I will not be able to get my big old tough weapon over there that I would like to be able to shoot down here, hurting a body part. So what we're probably going to do is come down and grab this guy. And then I'll come to a point and hunker, so next turn I can do a couple things, potentially. Yeah, I was afraid of what you saw what happened here with the bombs hitting. With him being visible up here, I could just vision him following all the way down to the center and dying, which is why I moved him off here. He would have been the bomb target, probably. So now all I can do is get him in position for next turn is kind of how it feels.
Here they are.
Okay, well, it says I don't have a line though. Yeah, because of the wall, that's why. So we'll get down on solid ground, set ourselves up for a shot next turn, and being able to do things then. So we'll come over behind the tree and hunker.
Not a problem.
All set.
We can throw a turret. We won't be able to shoot it this turn, but these guys are a little taller than the planter boxes, so hopefully then a turret placed like right here will get an angle down in there to shoot over the planter boxes. That's what I'm hoping. Muttley, I'm going to need you to come back and hurt this guy really, really bad. Because he hurt you. Huh. I mean, obviously I can take care of his gun, but then we got other things to worry about. His arms. Okay. Kind of leaning towards with you.
Yes.
Dropping a rocket, a grenade right there. Means this guy's going to disappear, but he's the least of my worries. We'll find out what the first touch by the void will be. Bleeding 60, but he won't bleed out. And it looked like he ran over this way. This guy, marked for death. We don't have, well, we don't have to rush to kill him, but yeah, he's in a position to hurt us. And then we bring this thing down. This is our final rocket, although we may have oh, were his gun arms gone? Yeah, I don't have to worry about him. Thanks for that. I knew there was a lot of red. So I really don't have to worry about him over there. I'm more worried about wearing down these guys. This will kill this guy, but this guy will still be there. We'll have 2 vehicle shots. And we took some of our own armor off on the scatter. Unfortunately.
I'm here.
All right, sectoid. We're gonna shoot right into that heavy leg. There, we took away the return fire. And then I'm thinking sectoid can take care of both of these. If I move the vehicle out of the way. And then move the vehicle back to kind of keep him safe-ish. I don't know why it panned over there, but it did.
Insights.
I think what I do is use quick aim on these shots. Because I'm going to have to move over to see this guy to kill him too. And I still want to be able to move back so we can plug the opening with the vehicle.
Aiming. Too easy.
Oh, now I don't have to worry about quick aim on this guy because we got kill and run to move back to cover. Now, did we injure this guy? Yeah, so he's got touched by the void, but he's not injured yet, so he's not calling reinforcements. Obviously, I haven't touched this guy, so we're going to get extra reinforcements from him. So, unfortunately, he's already returned fire, so we're safe taking the shot.
Already there.
And then we can do the kill and run. Then we can move the car back to plug the hole. Ooh. Hopefully not make a new hole. Okay, the wall is still there. Careful driving there, car. But he's definitely plugged the hole, so sectoids should be safe. Just in case they can maybe shoot around or over the thing, let's put up our shield. All right. Karin. Overwatch. Excuse me, I just think that's funny. Karin, Overwatch.
They could be anywhere.
Yeah, we're keeping him busy. We're keeping him in the game. Yeah, I got air support. The problem is, which one do I do it on? I'm not going to kill either. I think I got to start with the call reinforcement guy. Unfortunately, I think that's where I got to do it because there's at least a slight hope. No, that's cure spray. I don't know where the call reinforcements comes from. I think it's just an inherent ability that's not tied to any body part. Unfortunately. So that sucks. I got some heavies to do some things. This time, he can burn. And so we're gonna burn him. One of those angles, why does that make him burn more? I don't know, but we're gonna try for it. And I guess we could just hunker you. Or I don't want to injure him now. So let's shoot a Fury right here. Okay. We kind of know what that other enemy was. I don't think we hit you. The goal was not to, so yeah. You're bleeding 20 and burning 40. You're still going to be alive next turn. That's bad news. I have you, Mr. New Jericho Man. Can you come out here enough?
Let's do this.
To just hit him enough? Yeah, we hit him, and he swore at us. 52. Bleeding 30. Now, how does the burning damage work? Does armor protect against burning? That's a good question for everybody. Yeah, I was hoping to be able to keep Soren and get Soren maybe jumping. Because I'm going to have to do something to get over towards Mr. West. You know what I'm saying? Like, how far could he jump? Not as far as I would like. But he'd be able to get himself safe-ish from these guys. After jumping, get behind the cover here. I'd have a couple snipery kind of guys shooting at him, though. We might get worms launched towards us. Yeah, they've toned down the damage you get. You still take damage running through fire, but the damage is greatly toned down from what I remember in the base game. You still don't want to run through fire if you can help it. But it's not quite as crazy dangerous, you're right. Let me see who I've got left. I've got you left. I'm going to just take the one more shot and not count on... Yeah. Now I know he'll bleed out. I don't have to worry about the fire damage. Then I'll be able to bring the vehicle around here to help me deal with the guys in this corner. Insectoid. So we're getting down there as far as who's left to move. And Soren Black, you're about it. You're basically it. And so I have to decide, am I going to be aggressive? But before I do that, I'm thinking we call in fire support right here. Much as I hate the bombs, I hate reinforcements more. And we probably got rid of the mine fragger. But damage is... Oh well. Damage is damage. The poison Chiron was a call reinforcement Umbra. The Chiron itself? Or this one? He's touched by the void? No, there's no... So the Chiron, I don't think... Oh, not the Chiron, but when I hit the Chiron, this guy? No. We didn't damage that guy, which is good. But I remember there was another sniper that appeared here and then disappeared. So you're saying he's the one that disappeared that was in between these two? He's call reinforcements. I have no, but he's going to call reinforcements then. I'm going to get 2 calling reinforcements then because, yeah, that really sucks not having you available. That's just one extra move that I could have done to get these guys. Turret, I don't get to use till next turn. Okay, well, it is what it is. Therefore, I'm gonna, because it sucks like nobody's business, I think we see about jumping you over here. We don't know where Mr. West is, but we got to try finding him. He just wants to party. Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice? Ba-dum. That's why I was checking everybody I could. Well, we didn't ding them. We didn't ding them, but the reinforcement. Who knew? He was just a blip at the time. I was thinking he might have been a mind fragger for all we knew.
Target detected.
Well, what did we see? Oh, well, guess what? Oh, well, the mind fragger lived, but he won't live long. Or prosper. The good thing is if he dies and explodes, wouldn't that be nice to hit the reinforcement collar? So I'm gonna take the path inside to get out of line of sight.
Moving out.
For better or worse. Armadillo is done, and so is our turn. There we go. The technician got his. And we got to worry about, well, maybe not too many, maybe not too many poison worms. The return fire worked well. Okay, the snipers are picking on. Oh, that's the blip in the corner that could be calling reinforcements. Come closer, my friend. Come closer. Okay, those are all the new Jerichos that took the hits. That's all new Jericho. So he's not. So this guy isn't. Could he have been the one that also got bombed? So maybe he isn't. Maybe it just looked like it, because some of these guys are purplish but not totally touched by the void. But this guy could be the touched by the void guy if there is one. But did we see special reinforcements coming in special? Not necessarily this turn. So maybe we got a turn's break. Oh, there were two fraggers somewhere that came in? Well, this is the one that died. Were there a couple others you saw come in? Okay. Well, yeah, I'm starting to get the impression maybe he did want a party. Nightmare? Yeah, a siren could be heard. Yeah, sirens always can be heard. And that is going to be very awkward if it's anywhere near us over here. Yikers. Any windows on the side of the building over here? Nada. Oh, and this is the guy that's going to bleed out that we mentioned he couldn't shoot, and he didn't. So he'll bleed out. How are people's will holding up? Some folks are starting to get low will. So if we could start doing some damage on some folks, boy, wouldn't that be nice. You would be a nice one to get some damage on. And we'll just do it right here. Unfortunately, a tree's in the way, and we have a habit of hitting trees around here. Okay, we got it bleeding. Thank goodness for small favors. Okay, the vehicle is going to shoot. And kill, and we're going to find out what this Pandoran is really fast. Let's see if he turns into an Umbra. Oh, well, you know what it was? I heard the return fire sound, I thought. I mean, marked for death. But maybe not. I'm going to come here. Okay, that's a guy. So maybe I don't go. We'll see if I have other shooters that could take this guy out, depending on what he turns into. I'm going to come. Problem is, I won't get a second shot. The only one I can see for a shot. So all I can do with this thing is become a bullet sponge for everybody else over here. And I can't, you can see there's limits of how and where I can move out here. I think I think I can drive through here because I can knock those things over. But the tall planters, if there's any height to the planters like this one, I think they block me. Okay, Sectoid, there's no way to get you up. Wouldn't it be nice if we could come up and there was an inside ladder, but there's not. He has good health. He has good health. I'm not sure what to do. Yeah, I definitely got to find West, but I'd hate to find a siren along the way. We sure don't see him. Did we see him? Oh, he's still up there. So I can't free him this turn. But we're right there with him. Okay. Yeah, we can't hit. There's stuff in the way with you, so we really can't hit them. Our frenzy will wear off this turn.
Comms online.
We sure do have a lot of fire blocking them from getting to us. Yeah, there's a reinforcement thing back here. I do know that. We've not heard... Oh yeah, there's a blip. So something's got in already, apparently. Not that I see an open door. I guess we could hope that's a New Jericho individual, but I'll tell you what, right now, I don't see any broken windows. How this blip would have gotten in. Unless it came in from over here, but we saw nobody go in that way. And there's no other busted windows or doors. So I'm hoping, like the devil, that this is New Jericho. No guarantees, though. We're gonna heal ourselves.
My head. I can't breathe.
Okay. Now this guy too has the good turrets. I'm gonna put one here. We don't get to use it this turn, but what else was he gonna do? You, my friend, are gonna have to step out to have a shot. So we can get him bleeding even more. We will not take out the husk. We could take out the cure spray arms if we could get our eyes on it. So I think I go for the torso. Because that'll help get us the most damage. Or similar damage to the husk and get another body part bleeding. Or, okay, we can't quite take out the abdomen with one shot, unfortunately. So I'm going for the torso.
Target hit.
And he's going to get a round of reinforcements in. Unfortunately. And I think what I do is I have to come back and hunker again. Okay.
I'm here.
I guess if I put you here, you'll have a better shot against potentially this.
Setting it up. Taking aim. Identifying target.
No, he's in the wall. He sees nothing. I mean, we'll check him. We'll check him just because wouldn't that be funny? But no, he sees nothing. He can't aim at anything in there. He can't do a damn thing.
Let's see if this works.
Yeah, I can't even shoot the grenade out the thing. He's just lost. That's why it's like that's really frustrating. You, my friend, New Jericho Heavy, I'm kind of thinking about getting a big ol'... Oh, well, you only have the flamethrower, too. You used all your rockets. Well, you're not a very useful New Jericho Heavy. Just saying. So I think what I got to do is drive the vehicle as far out as I can get it. Still making it impossible for them to come all the way around to us. And then what weapon do you have again? Oh, isn't that two of you that have that weapon? Yeah, there's two of you with that weapon. I'm leaning towards bringing you here. Launch a grenade here to work on poison worm guy. And I didn't notice... I hope there's not one in a weird spot that we just couldn't see. But I didn't notice a poison worm being able to... that landed or survived over in the corner here. So... we'll see. I'm gonna come here.
More than good enough.
Yeah, you only have so many shots. Yeah, I guess I just bring the the fire guy. I guess I just bring him over here to run out next time and burn something. That's all he can do. And we'll hunker to give him one action burn. Maybe he can help us. Then we got Muttley. Six. We gotta find a way to start killing a few more, because then we'll start seeing them panic. I can't really shoot at the other guy. So we'll waste a bullet just to get him out. And here, these guys are now down to 3 will before they panic. And it is what it is. I think I pull you back because otherwise this guy might shoot at you. And cutting. Yeah, well, tough luck. Sucks to be cutting. Sucks to be him. Oh. Okay, no more rockets left. So we can do another grenade there. Or I can work on this guy.
That hurt, didn't it?
That hurt, didn't it? Yeah. Maybe he'll return fire against the Chiron yet again. Armadillo's done. No! Tobias? He doesn't move the whole time, and there was a poison worm. Well, now we're gonna know what it is. If we could find it. He moved over this way. Oh, interesting. There was whoever heard the siren. Yeah, we heard it. Oh God! Return fire from a turret. What is this coming at us? Return fires alone are doing a number there. Acheron's gone. We got a panic finally. Oh, it was an Arthron that was in the building. We lost the New Jericho guy. What kind are you? Psychic Screamer. We don't need none of that. And what are you? Umbra. That's nice. Something working in our favor. And then you are not touched. Is there anything that you're the only one, but you panicked, so I'm fine with that. And the poison worm here is burning. There's some poison worms we got to deal with. I'm cool with that. So we don't need to shoot anybody else here. Let's shoot the siren. Oh, well, guess what? We don't have any more ammo. Well, that kind of sucks. I guess the vehicle can't even get to where we want to try our little escape plan. So we'll just back them off. And a sectoid. Revenant's right there. He's just there. Now I'm hoping my turrets can, even though he's lower than the reinforcement collar, I'm hoping we can do something to him. Now I'm thinking you, sectoid. Oh fudge, you don't have a line on this guy. But these guys are panicked, so I don't have to worry about them for a turn. So I can afford to get you up here and do a number on her. And we won't have to worry about these two. Then I can get somebody else, like a heavy up here, to shoot at him. He's been doing so well already. And then you can smash a couple worms, and this worm is burning. And it's got to move through fire to reach us, so we'll let it be. So that's the plan. Let's carry out the plan. Do you have enough will? Yes, sectoid has will.
On the move.
Okay, quick aim. Just because I'm not sure I can kill it in one blow. One more quick aim. And we'll have kill and run. Not that we need to use it right then. Let's see if we can kill the Chiron. We killed the Chiron. So I think what I do now is I don't know what we do now. We move you down so if you fall, you don't fall too far. He hasn't been shooting rockets at you or whatever. Explosives. Yeah, turrets. Well, let's just go to the turrets and see if they see what we hope they see. This guy didn't panic, by the way. So we'll be running sectoid away from it. Can we see the Chiron? Yes, we can. That was a good turret. Nah, this one can't quite see it. We're gonna come over this way just in case. I think. Yeah, we can't. Oh yeah, it's over a planter. So the planters are too tall. So these planters do block our sight over here, so that's kind of sucky. So only the one turret sees it. However, Dixie, who's Normus, has a shot. And it looks like we might get rid of the bombs.
Success.
So as far as I know, this thing can't do anything anymore. He can't hurt us. Now we have whatever this is. So I think it's time for us to get our pal? I'd like to come down and see what it is, but what will we see? Yeah, it didn't have many more bombs anyway. He can stomp? Those didn't look like stomper legs. Yeah, they're not stomper legs. So at least we didn't get the stomper variant. I think I gotta rescue him before he does something stupid. And then we have to try and see what the heck that is. That has me a little nervous. But I think what we do with you, Soren, is bring you over this way. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring you... Is that out of the mist? Yeah. I was thinking of hunkering you down, but let's bring you off to the corner here. You do have one shoulder-launched missile remaining. This guy can't reach you with a claw. There's not a lot of shooters left right now. So let's go over here. And then Muttley. Now that I don't have to worry about bombs, I'd like to get Muttley up high somewhere. But I don't know that there's a path to do that anymore. And this guy is very well hidden. I wonder... Now, I was thinking maybe... I guess there's just enough of this in the tree to block our sight. Because I would have quick aimed. But that doesn't seem to be available. But since he's a claw dude, I can afford to bring you all the way up here. And we have we'll shoot blind through the tree. What the hell? It didn't do anything, but I didn't have a problem with that. We're going to bring you up here. Now that we don't have to worry about bombs. Sectoid, what we're going to do is just move you back. Actually, before we do that, can you not bash with this? What the hell? Yeah, I want to bash. You cannot bash with a flamethrower? Ah, we're panicked. I didn't see that. He panicked and I did not notice he was going to bash these two things. Oh, man. Oh, he doesn't have enough. No, he panicked. So, oh boy. Well, the vehicle comes back out. Yeah, I'm not worried about him. Yeah, I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about Sectoid.
You serious?
Yeah, I'm always serious. You know that. Let's bring Sectoid here. And then bring him a little further just to be safe. Then I can just back up a tiny bit. There we go. No worms will get the Sectoid. Dixie. And we don't have to worry about you either. So let's bring you over here and get ready for next turn. You don't have it. I don't think you can pick it up because you don't have enough action points, but yeah, okay. We see this guy now. What do you know? Our turret found a target. And then you have none of those. So let's get you set up. I don't think we have any shooters. He's not a shooter. I'm still going to put down the shield, but you're not going to probably get any return fire. And Tobias. Well, come on over here, man. I guess we missed. I shot and he lost an action, but I saw no result. And he still has all his ammo. So I don't know what just happened there, but he took a fake shot. Okay. I think we're done. Oh, he fumbled? I didn't notice the symbol for fumble, but he must have fumbled. Because he did use an action, so he had to have fumbled. So, Tobias, you're trying to tell us you're not a tough guy? You just sit in the office and don't ever shoot? Ah, the truth comes out about Tobias West. All right, I think we're done. Let's go on with the next turn. Yeah, that's true. He is an assault. He left. Okay. So we got to kill this guy. Well, he's only, he's not calling reinforcements, so yeah. So he's too far down for us to shoot here. So we'll come down here and shoot him. How about that, Landon? And you're behind this big vehicle, so this guy can't shoot you. And you have a shield.
Too easy. What's the plan?
You'll put up your shield there. Now, apparently this is like pretty tough cover to see this guy who's crouched down. So we're going to get you height for next turn, is what I am thinking. Or let's frenzy everybody we can. Whoever's in range. And oh yeah, you can't do anything because you panicked. Oh well. You'll be frenzied coming up. But what I can see about doing now, this guy will try to shoot us if I bring us over here. And we got some dude over here. So what have we got? I'm thinking I gotta jump you up. Yeah, I got Soren with the assault rifle, so I mean I gotta play down here, but I don't know that the assault rifle is enough at this point. You see what I'm saying? He's gonna turn into an Umbra. I'd rather wait a turn, or I could flamethrow him. Go, dude. Let's go, dude. Let's go, dude. Show him why you're Tobias West. Oh, he hit one. 1 out of 4. Sorry, I had fun doing that. Now, I don't think a flamethrower does enough damage. So I think I just do some damage that I can. Now he's bleeding 40. And I'm afraid if I shoot a rocket there, Sectoid has problems, so I'm not going to do that. Because the rocket would kill the... Oh, wait. We can bring you out. Unfortunately, you didn't get frenzied. So if I come here, I'm not going to probably kill anything. Yeah, well, we could do this. We could play it this way. Sectoid, come out. Let's just see what this shot shows us.
Just give the word.
Wow, it really does. That vehicle really does hide you. So that's not amazing. So now what we do...
Let's see now.
As I try the rocket here, there's a hole in the wall, the wall,
Yes.
the wall. We can get you away over here, and we block everything with the vehicle. That's my thinking. The Umbra might be able to reach us. That's the big unknown that I'm not comfy with.
All set.
However, someone around here has one of these. Except I don't think I can get you close enough to reach. Let's find out.
On it.
Okay. Did you have one? Yeah, you won't be able to reach from there. Holy moly. It doesn't work on these. I was hoping I would quick aim and I'd be able to throw a thing. Run back. I don't think he'd want to risk you and
Moving to coordinates.
we'll see what the Umbra does. Now everybody that had grenades already did some kind of shooting, so I had no. Yeah, I know boom blast is for grenades, but none of my heavies had anything else. So we'll just have to see if he can get far enough. He can squeeze through here. Now we're gonna see who he chooses to go for.
What's the plan?
The shields don't really help us because it's a melee attack. So the question is, do I direct him toward Sectoid, or I'm gonna hope he goes for New Jericho? That's the only reason I'm letting him through on this side as opposed to doing something else. Not a perfect plan at all. That's it. Cross your fingers. Let's go see who it picks. Oh, it did go for him. How'd you know? Well, I really wasn't too worried about dying.
I'm listening.
Death being a thing, but...
Let me catch my breath.
So, Sectoid's tough. Sectoid be tough. Now we got... This guy's gonna not quite bleed out, so Sectoid, since we had you take the hit, let's give you the honors with this guy. And then there's one more thing down here. A blip. Oh, well, I would have given you the honors, but we're gonna do this instead.
I know how to do this. Attack success.
He'll bleed out. Now I gotta worry about whatever this is. And we don't know. And we kind of gotta be careful.
Moving.
We're just gonna kind of pull back a little, have him come to us.
Advancing.
Overwatching.
Yeah, I'm pulling you back just because... Well, I guess we got Overwatch. We don't know where it'll come out, though. We don't know what kind of a shooter it is, so I don't really want to keep you in the open. Let's keep you nearby. Okay, Sectoid. We got... This guy's going to bleed out, so we're just going to move you forward with your shield.
Easy enough.
There doesn't seem to be anything else as far as we know. I'm going to have you put it down
What's the plan?
as we move in. Cutting. Stay alert. Cutting. Stay alert. I'm thinking we can, we got goodwill. Let's get over in this neighborhood. In a way, let's hope it's a shooter.
Already on it.
And that he shoots at us. Because we'll return fire. Soren Black, yeah, you're out of ammo there. We have I don't even know what we're dealing with down here, so I'm hesitant to I guess we could do this to find out.
Let's go.
Oh, is that all? Well, we should be able to jump in there. We'll get splashed, but what the hey? I don't care. I think that's it. Even short-handed. Did we pull it off? No, there's something else. There's another blip somewhere that we got to find. Well, let's just bring you out here. Surrounded by the team to protect Tobias West. And our turn. Yeah, our turn is over. Oh, that guy had to bleed out. Yeah, that's the last thing. Well, I was gonna say unfair, but we battled through it anyway. What do you know? Cool. I wasn't wanting to have to replay. I didn't want to replay. And we ran a little over, my friends. It was a big old mission. Whew. So I think we got lucky on the Acheron not calling
Outstanding
reinforcements.
work. Once again, your people prove themselves worthy successors to the Phoenix legacy. You know, when I was running Vanadium before the Mist, I knew all about the Phoenix Project. A lot of people thought you were just paranoid, a tinfoil hat cult. But I could tell that Randolph Symes was onto something. He, as opposed to most of the government and corporate leaders,
Yeah, we need it.
understood the scale of the threat and the amount of dedication that would be necessary to defeat it. He knew we needed a plan.
Yeah, I'm counting on a nice payoff. Better dang well be a good payoff. Don't get chintzy on us, Tobias. Yeah,
Thankfully,
it's nice.
being wealthy gives you an opportunity to plan for humanity's future. Others chose to splash their cash on massaging their egos. But I've always been single-minded. This isn't about me. It's about the survival of our species. Thanks to your team, we just took a step towards achieving that. I'll let you know when we're ready to strike.
All right. Payoff we needed. Of course, we just spent half of the materials on that payoff, but hey, we like it. We like it. Now we did take hurt on that one. I do have the other team going, and I'm not gonna risk an ambush at this time. This is where we're gonna stop it and pick it up again next time. So we've already run over, so no reason to extend it in my book. And so the revamped week, once I was able to reschedule everything for Tuesday and therefore not have Thursday off, we just kind of slid everything down. So tomorrow we're coming back on Long War of the Chosen, and we'll pick up the pieces where we left off here and try to figure out what we got to do next. Keep moving forward. And that's where we are. So thank y'all for hanging out with us. I appreciate this. All you guys over on Twitch today, Solvius and Glacier, thank you for hanging us there. Everybody, oh my God, too many to name over on the YouTube side right now. But you know, you guys are amazing. This is why I stream. I have fun having you guys come in and chat and share ideas, whatever it is. Make Servando's silly comments, you know, all that kind of stuff. Wordplay by Hope's End. Dave Ingraham, good suggestions all around. It's nice when you're not a fly on the wall. So thank you, everybody. This is ZigZagZog signing off from somewhere in this world. Hope you make it again sometime later on this week, and if not, you have a great one. Those on Twitch, we're going to raid somebody, and those on YouTube, you have a great one. Ciao.